Hi, hi, and welcome to Belinda's Book Nook. And I'm here to do, I think, to be possibly my final edition of my mini-series, The Curse of Book 2, in which you help me clear my bookshelves of books that have been there for years and years that I don't know if I still want to keep them hoarding space on my shelves. I just hurt myself in the most bizarre way. I went to change this shirt a little while ago, and this bracelet is one of those ones that kind of opens out like this, and I got it caught inside the sleeve when I pulled my arm through the sleeve, and it started biting into my arm, and I couldn't get my hand down to get it undone. I amaze myself sometimes about how I can really hurt myself in the strangest way. I'm like, ow, my bracelet is biting my arm. It was weird. Yes, I digress. Let's get on to the books and let me know what you think. Now, this one I have had for a very long time because I've had it for as long as the book has been out, because when it came out, I remember a lot of people on BookTube talking about it, and I was, I gotta get it, right? It sounds interesting. It sounds like something I could learn something from. And that book is a New York Times best-selling book called Codename Verity. Now, I don't know if you've heard this. I remember it being all over BookTube for a little while, and I wanted to read it, so I picked it up finally. And it's so new, like it's brand new, and it is by the author Elizabeth. I guess you say Ween. Yeah, okay, let's read this. Okay, let's read what it says about it. I do remember there was a fuss, like you kept seeing this all over, but I can't remember exactly what it was about. I know it was wartime. It says on October 11th, 1943, a British spy plane crashes in Nazi-occupied France. Its pilot, the passenger, are best friends, but just one of the girls has a chance to survive. Arrested by the Gestapo, Verity is given a choice: reveal her mission or face a grisly execution. They'll get the truth out of her, only it won't be what they expect. Ooh. Ah. Wow. I don't know. That's kind of like abrupt, but kind of interesting. It says, somebody said here in the blurb, it says, if you pick up this book, it will be sometime before you put your dog-eared tear-stained copy back down. So I guess it's quite emotional. So I think it's kind of interesting. I think, it is interesting because, there's a lot of different wartime books, but I think women seem to always kind of get left out of the story. And so it's always really exciting when you see an author take the time to try to incorporate women into the stories and to the subject matter. So yeah, so this is, that's the description. It's kind of short. If you've read it, let me know if it's still if there was just a lot of hype and not, if you thought it was good. So what happened was, once again, and this is when I broke the rules again, I have 3 instead of 2. I saw another book, and I grabbed it. And then the third one, I think I found at my thrift store, and I saw the author's name, and I said, oh, I remember she's supposed to be a good author. Let me get it. It's $2, right? So the problem is, when you go to thrift stores and you find things like in great condition and they're so inexpensive, you tend to buy bag loads of books. Well, hello, I don't have a library. I have bookshelves. So I end up with a lot of books that I don't necessarily get to or have time to get to, or eventually I lose interest in. So we have that one. The next one I have is Rose Under Fire. And this is also by her again. And it says, while ferrying an Allied, so they're all wartime. Ferrying an Allied fighter plane from Paris to England, American ATA pilot and amateur poet Rose Justice is captured by the Nazis and sent to Ravensbrück, the notorious women's concentration camp. When she meets an unforgettable group of women, including a once glamorous French novelist, a resilient young Polish girl who has been used as a human guinea pig by Nazi doctors, and a female fighter pilot for the Soviet Air Force, trapped in this bleak place under horrific circumstances, Rose finds hope in the impossible through the loyalty, bravery, and friendship to these fellow prisoners. but will hope be enough to enable Rose to endure the fate that is now in store for her. Ooh, that sounds kind of good though. I kind of like, I like back in the day, like a lot of the old science fiction movies that had like scientists coming together to solve some type of problem, and everybody has their own specialty and that contributes to the process and their own personality. And and they're usually technically like the oddballs, but together they become these magnificent people that can overcome the odds. That's kind of the feel I get with this a little bit with that description, in that these ladies will come together and, rise above the situation they're in. So there's the two that I got initially. And then the third one, I do remember picking this up for only a couple dollars on a thrift thing. And so I have a third. And this one is called The Pearl Thief. It says June 1938. So she likes this time period. Julie Buford Stewart returns from one last summer holiday at Strathfiern, her grandfather's Scottish estate. Soon the big old house will be sold and Julia's childhood will vanish with it. But there are dangerous currents beneath the surface at Strathfiern that are not ready to let her go. A man is missing, presumed murdered, and many locals are blaming the McEwens, a traveler family, who have made camp at Strathfiern as long as Julia can remember. She is determined to prove her friend's innocent, but before she can get to the bottom of the mystery, Julia finds herself caught tight in a net woven of old grudges, intriguing strangers, buried secrets, and rare glimmering river pearls. So this one sounds very different from the other ones. Oh, and back here it says there's also another one. So they have Codename Verity, Rose Under Fire, and then they have Black Dove, White Raven. So maybe those are all kind of the wartime ones, and this one is not. Or at least not. I don't know. Kind of funky little, cute little cover to it. So have you read any of these? Did this sound interesting to you? This one was kind of abrupt, but I remember hearing great stuff about it. And this one sounded kind of interesting to me here. But I don't know. Are they things that I should keep and take space? Or should I just let them go and then take them out of the library when I decide to pick them up? Or do I read them and then donate them? I don't know. Let me know. So that's that one, okay? The second one is this author's books. I remember picking these up too. And her name is Julia Gregson. And this one, I think, is the first one. And it made a lot of, I think I saw it on Amazon and all those places and things. I feel cold. I think that's why I keep fidgeting. I'm sorry for that. It's, this book is the winner of Le Prince Maurice Prize and the Romantic Novel of the Year Award. And it's called East of the Sun. Okay. Okay. All right. Just reading a little bit there. Okay. So it says, as the Kaiseri Hind, I guess, weighs anchor for Bombay in the autumn of 1928, its passengers ponder their fate in a distant land. They are part of the fishing fleet, the name given to the legions of English women who sail to India each year in search of husbands, heedless of the life that awaits them. The inexperienced chaperone, Viva Holloway, has been entrusted to watch over 3 unsettled charges. There's Rose, as beautiful as she is naive, who plans to marry a cavalry officer she has met a mere handful of times. Her bridesmaid, Victoria, is hell-bent on losing her virginity en route before finding a husband of her own. And shadowing all is the malevolent presence of a disturbed schoolboy named Guy Clover. From the parties of the wealthy Bombay societies to the poverty of Tamarind Street, from the city streets of London to the genteel conversation of the Bombay Yacht Club, East of the Sun is graced with a lavish detail and penetrating sensitivity, historical fiction at its greatest. I can't really... I can't really pinpoint what this is. This one's hard for me to really kind of know what it is about. And I know they're going there. Yeah. This sounds like a lot of privilege, you know. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that one. So this is the second one, and this one is this one. So this came after because it does say author of East of the Sun, and this one's called Jasmine Knights, and it's a really pretty cover on that one too. I like the gold and gold around the edges of it, and it says at 23, Sabatarkan knows her only hope of escaping the clamor of Cliff Bay Wales lies in her voice. While traveling Britain singing for wounded soldiers, Saba meets handsome fighter pilot Dom Benson, recovering from burns after a crash. When Saba auditions to entertain a troupe on far-off lands, Dom follows her to London. Just as their relationship begins to take root, Saba is sent to sing in Africa, and Dom is assigned a new mission in the Middle East. As Saba explores Cairo's bazaars, finding friendship among the troupe's acrobats and dancers, Dom returns to the cockpit once again, both thrilled and terrified to be flying above the desert floor. Sorry, yeah, that's still on. In spite of the great danger, the two resolve to reunite. When Saba learns that her position makes her uniquely qualified for a secret mission of international importance, she agrees to help the British Secret Service, concealing her role from Dom. Her decision will jeopardize not only her safety, but also the love of her life. Based on true accounts of female entertainers used as spies during World War II, Jasmine Knights is a powerful story of danger, secrets, and love, filled with the colors and sounds of Middle East's most beautiful cities. I mean, this sounded a little bit more interesting than this one, but I don't feel strongly about them. But let me know if I'm like wrong and there's something here that's, I like the idea of reading about, you know, female spies in World War II. But I don't know if it's, you know, sometimes the books will say things like that and it's so loosely, like the story is so loosely covering that topic that it's like not even worth it they put it in the blurb. Sometimes I think they put that to lure you and then you get in there and you're like, no, it's just, you know, a love story or it's just this. It's, you know, so I'm a little skeptical, but that did sound of interest to me. This one here, not sure. I'm not sure. Just let me know if you've read them. This also is a little... It's a big one too. This one is, oh yeah, over 500 pages. I'm starting to feel nauseous, lightheaded. Just kidding. This one is a big one, so maybe that's why psychologically I'm probably always leaning towards a smaller book. But this might actually be a really great story, maybe because they gave so much time to it. I don't know. Let me know if you've read this one. This one just sounds like an oddball, like she just wrote something different. These two sound kind of interesting to me. This one really sounds interesting to me. I just don't know. But let me know what you think. And should they stay? Should they stay or should they go? I'm going to put these together, and I believe I just sang on a damn video. Anyway, and I swore too. Oh my God, everything all in one. Anyway, here are the books. Here, let me know what I should do with them. And I will talk to you soon. This could be the last one because I have to go through some more books, but I don't think I have any more twos. So no more cursed book syndrome. And I am promising not to do that anymore. From now on, I've got to get on it and read book 1 before I get to book 2. So I will talk to you guys soon. I hope you're having a lovely day and keep reading. Bye.